Take a nice breath in, stretch through your fingertips, kind of walk side to side, like heel up, and all the way down. Nice breath in, fill up your lungs, and all the way down. Take a big step forward, but without dropping your back knee too far. So we're just gonna start opening up your hips. Okay, now really drop your knee to the ground and take your time on that lunge. Okay, so this can be an awkward move if your balance is really off. So if that's the case, use a wall or something stable and hang on to it while we move through. Okay, so you don't have to come all the way down, but if you have that range of motion, get your knee to a light tap on the ground. Okay, so we really want to stretch out your legs before we move them, but with these dynamic moves. Okay, so you see we're not holding the stretch. Nice, couple more just like this. And let's take it to the side. So take it down, reach. Again, only coming down as far as you can comfortably right now. We're not pushing out of your comfort zone just yet, just warming up. Okay, so if you've been sitting a lot today, your hips are probably tight. And reach, feel that knee stretch through your back. One more time, and come all the way in. So roll your shoulders back. We're gonna open up through your chest and your shoulders, sweeping your elbows to the back, and then a smaller roll forward, so just a little drop. Okay, so opening up through the back of your shoulders. A couple more here, and then take a step down. And again, reaching forward, sinking into your heels now. Trying to keep your upper body nice and tall. That's it. Drop your heels. It's a little lighter on your toes, so most of your weight is shifting backwards. One more each side. There we go. And come on up. Take this step back now. So same thing we did, but we're not moving forward. It's a big step back. So we're going to change this up, so slightly crossing back. So line up your knees, drop down, and back up. Line up your knees, back up. Again, let your arms flow to help keep your balance. So whatever that looks like for you. One more each side. And come all the way up. Just bring a knee up. This time come up, sweep out, and back in. So like you're lifting your foot over, I don't know, the top of a chair. So trying to get it as high as you can. Open up through your hip. That's it. Light point of the toe. Okay, so you're starting to fire up your obliques to help hold your body steady. One more time. And come on back in. Okay, so take it up for a light jog. Just a light jog on your toes. So we're gonna take it down for a squat with a little hop here. So down, back in. Okay, if this hop is not working for you, you can step it out, reaching for the ground. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a nice breath in, walk it out into a plank, walk it all the way down. Hold your plank, push your heels back, strengthen through your quads, so contract your quads, and then walk your hands back in. Slowly come on up, roll your shoulders back. Nice breath in, come all the way down. Hold that plank, push your heels back. Okay, lift your quads, and then come on back in. One more time, roll your shoulders back, take a nice breath in, come all the way down. Plank position, hold it here. This time, lift your right foot, sweep it up, tap out, and bring it back in. Left foot up, tap out, and bring it back in. Engage your abdominals. So you feel that tight line across your pelvic bones. Try to keep your hips as steady as you can. One more each side. Last one. And slowly come on up. Roll your shoulders, loosen them up. So we're gonna start our first block of work using a heavy set of weights. So we're gonna come into a double row. Then we're coming into a squat with a rotational press. So it's like this. So you're using some momentum, so you can use a bit heavier weight. So whatever you've got. All right, remember we're working with higher reps, keeping in mind we're probably all not using the heaviest weights possible for these moves. Okay, so send your hips back, arms down, roll your shoulders back, keeping your belly engaged. Okay, so abs contracted. Pull up, push away. Okay, so as you pull up into your ribs, I want you to think the strength through the midline of your back. Up, squeeze, and push away. Squeeze back, push away. For 6, 5, 4, get that pause at the top, 3, 2, last one, up, squeeze, and down. Come into a squat with a press. Okay, so take your time. Let's get a couple squats in before we add that press. Make sure you've got a weight that you can add that press in. Here we go. Right side first, up, press, rotate. So up on your back toe. That's it. So as you push that weight away, you start to feel your obliques as well. Lower, press. Nice. 4 more. Last 2. And 1. We're gonna drop these down. Come down to a forearm plank. Okay, so on your forearms, press your heels back, lift your quads. Okay, so find your form, tap toe out, out. Okay, so from your toes or your knees, taking enough time to feel your abdominals before you tap that foot out. So it's all about control. We're not wobbling your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on up and drop your shoulders. So release through your shoulders. We're gonna do that again. So I know now this round, I'm gonna work at the same weight for my row, but I'm gonna drop down. So I was using 15s for my rows. I'm gonna drop down to the 12s for my overhead press, because I'm gonna increase the reps. If the only dumbbells you have are on the lighter end, you can take the press to a double instead of a single. Okay, so then you get more reps in. All right, from the top. Strong base of support before you move, so you feel that weight in your lower half. So even before you move right here, you can feel your back working to keep your body stable. Shift your shoulders back and pull. Push away. Nice. Okay, so feel that work just to control the weight. So that pull action is like the icing on the cake to really work your back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send them down. Okay, so I mentioned I'm working with a lighter weight. Make enough room between your feet so your hips have a spot to drop. Here we go. Drop down, push away. Slow and controlled. Then you can double this up if your weight allows. Nice. That's it. Remember your breath. Good breath out here. 4 more. 3. Control these last few. And 1. Send them down. Forearm plank. We're going to add on to this. So from your toes or your knees, down to your forearms. Okay? Bring your hips so they're level and steady. tap out, hold, arm reach, and back, pause, arm reach, back, pause, tap out, tap out. Keep going here, so we're not counting our reps. Each move, toe tap or reach, is done as slow as you need to keep your body stable and challenge your stability. Okay, so get uncomfortable. A few more here. Okay, so you're working at 3 points. 3 points on the ground. One more time each way, take as much time as you need. And finish off. Slowly come on up. Take a quick breather. We're gonna start from this hop and then we'll carry on. Please remember to take your breaks when you need them, not just when we pause. All right, let's start from the top, from the row. So getting a nice heavy set. Okay, so hips back, find your form, put your shoulders down and reach. Remember, you're working right here. Belly in, here we go. Pull and push away. Good breath out as you pull in, nice breath in as you push those weights away. Here's 6, 5, last 4, 3, nice work, it is work here, 2, and 1. A squat to overhead press with that rotation. Okay, allow yourself a few extra seconds to get into form. Toes slightly out, make room for your hips, lower and press. Okay, double it up if you can. Both. That's it. Up on your back toes, squeeze your glutes. Lots of work happening here. Nice, find your breath. Nice breath in, good breath out. That's it, almost there. In 4, last stretch. 3, 2 more. Last time. And send your weights down. All right, we're gonna move on. No plank this round. So, you're gonna need a set of weights. Okay, feet wide apart. A sumo squat with a front raise. So I'm gonna use my 12s here because I'm not working independently up here. I'm gonna use the momentum from that squat to help with that front raise. Then we're gonna come back to that row with a staggered stance, alternating sides, and then into an overhead press. This workout, while it's full body, is heavy on back and shoulders for our first half. All right, let's go. Okay, so feet nice, wide apart, so wider than that squat we just did, toes out. Let your arms hang, but without collapsing your shoulders. Okay, so that chest stays open. Drop and raise. Now, if I was doing this independently, I would not stay here for the length of time we are. I would reduce my weights. Breath out, breath in and out. So let those weights come down slightly between your thighs. 4, 3, 2, listen close, 1 more, hold it up. Alternate, right and left. Push your knuckles to the front, give me that soft bend at your elbow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay here at this weight or take it up. A staggered stance. Okay, that just means 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Find your balance point. Alternate, right and left, but we're gonna take it faster. and left. We're not pausing at the top this time. For 8, 7, 6, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send them down. All right, this is going to be slow and controlled, so you want a weight. So we're starting with your elbows up, weights, dumbbells in front of your face. Up, press, and down to squeeze. So feel that rotation. Open up through your back here, top your shoulders, squeeze out, lift. In, up, press, nice. Now, if you find, keep going, if you're arching your body at the top of this move, I want you to take down the weights. So come to a lighter weight so you have full control. Up, press, mind to muscle connection. Think top of your shoulders. That's it. Your lower half is not moving at all. Squeeze. 2 more. Up, press, down. 1 more. And bring it down. We're going to come into a side plank. Okay, so forearm down. Snap, crackle, pop of the knees. Okay, so long line or inside knee supporting. We're going to guide your arm down, sweep your body, rotate under, and open up. So you're going to add that rotation without moving your hips too much. So lower, rotate under. That's it. Keeping your inside hip up contracted. So you should feel that inside hip up through your obliques, like right along your rib cage there. 1 more time. Hold it at the top. Lower your hip, little and lift. Come bridges and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. And other side. Okay, so anchor at your forearm. Okay, relax your grip here. Open up your fingertips. Okay. And all the way up. Sweep down, rotate under. So your wrist comes about in line with your elbow and back up. And when you pay extra close attention that you're not holding your breath. Let it go. That's it. Enjoy that stretch, that opening up through your back. And hold it up. Little dip and lift. That's it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Loosen up through your shoulders. So these first 2 rounds, really heavy on the shoulders. Give your neck a break. Do what you need to do. Relax through your shoulders. When you're ready, we're going to start from the top. That's Sumo Squat and front raise. All right. Now, watch my grip here. When I'm coming down into a Sumo Squat, those weights are kind of inverted. I'm making a V. I'm not holding on to them with all of my might. But when I come up for that front raise, I am. Okay, so allow your grip to loosen as you flow through this. Loosen and then tighten. Here we go. Lower and lift. Squeezing your glutes at the top. Press your hips forward. Okay, keep going, but we're not overextending. You don't have to really push your hips forward, just enough up, squeeze. Think about lifting your hips, lifting your glutes. For 4, 3, get ready to hold, and 1. Come on in, right and left. No help. Right, right, up together. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternating row. Right and left. Find your stance. Any stance that works for you. I like to keep mine narrow and staggered. Quick, quick. So we're not pausing here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. So we're not staying there long. Okay, let's come into that press. Okay, lots of weight in your lower half. Sink down, belly in, rotate open, press. So watching your form. Okay, belly stays in. We're not arching our backs. Squeeze, squeeze those elbows in, open up, press. Okay, and at the top of the move, make sure you've still got a soft bend at your elbow. Okay, so we're not locking up at the top. Soft bend. Come down, squeeze in. 2 more. Last one, up, push, and down. Come into that side plank. Starting on your left side. Okay, so anchored with that inside leg or both up. Here we go, sweep under. Okay, remember to take that break when you need it. If you feel like you need an extra pause between the exercises, go for it. That's it. Nice sweep under. Almost there. One more time, hold it up, lower your hip, and lift. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. There's the shoulders. Mine are talking to me now. And lift. Lower. Okay, get that rotation under. Okay, feels like a little crunch under. Give me that inside hip lifted. Last 2. One more time. Lower your hip and lift. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have just the upper body portion. One more time through. From that squat. And then we're gonna get into some leg. Okay. We'll take an extra few seconds here. Okay, so down for that sumo squat. Toes slightly out. Roll your shoulders back, open up through your chest. Just a squat to start, okay? No arms. Okay, pressing through your heels, squeezing up through your glutes. Up, contract your glutes here at the top. Add the arms, lift. Enjoy the swing. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just the arms. Right, left, together for 2. Up, again, 1 more. So right and left, together for 2. Lift, 1 more time through. Right, left, together 2. There we go. Alternating row. Last stretch here. 2 sets of 8. Hips back, here we go. Keeping it quick. 4, 3, 2. 1 more set of 8. Here's 8. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last stretch. A nice slow press. Now, if you've been finding this fairly easy and want more of a challenge, you can take it down to your knees. So from here, up, press. So what you will notice is There's no help at all from your lower half. Up, press, down, squeeze together. That's it, breathe through it. Give me 4 just like this. Slower now. 3, press, keeping that press slow and return. Last 2. 1 more. And take it down. All right, we're moving on. So this next block will be focused more on the legs, heavier. All right, so grab your heaviest set of weights. Okay, now we're gonna come into that curtsy lunge, so we started there. So just a quick explanation. We're taking this lunge so it's in line with your knees are in line. So I'm not crossing right back. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, but for our purpose today, this curtsy lunge is gonna come just slightly across the back. Okay, so we're protecting your knees. That's it. Still working your glutes at a different angle than straight back. Now, if your shoulders are sore, mine are a little sore, you can take your weights up to your shoulders. Okay, so we're adding resistance on with the dumbbells. That's it. A few more here, just like this. Whew. 2 more. And 1. Okay, so you can keep both weights or just 1. I'm gonna start with 1. I'm gonna load up my right leg. This is the split stance squat. So my right foot is back about 1.5 feet away from my heel. My knee is gonna drop right in line with my heel. So I'm coming straight down and up. So all the weight, as much weight as I can, is in that right leg. That's it. So keeping the lightest touch on that toe as you can. And it's gonna take some playing around with, but what I like to do at the top of the move is lift it just a little bit. See how I'm tapping here? And as I come up. So I slightly lift it off as I raise up. So I'm encouraging my front leg to take as much of the load as possible. Last 2. 1 more. Okay, so you should feel this through that side. Okay, so same thing here. Find your stance, drop your shoulders. That grip is like a J grip, so just enough on the grip so it doesn't fall out of your hands. Okay, lower and lift. Lower and lift. So you're trying not to use that back leg to help yourself up. Now, yes, you know, you've got a bit of help there, but you're putting most of the load on your front leg. Okay, and then that's your challenge. If you have to put a lot of weight on that back leg, then that's something to work towards. Even if you have to use something stationary to drop light and come back up. Nice. 4 more. 3. Last 2. 1 more time. Lower and come on back up. All right. I want you to grab a lighter set of weights. I'm going to grab my set of 8. Okay, so I haven't used them yet today. I'm going to come into a sit position to start. Just sitting back like this. I'm going to extend my arms out and come all the way down. Bring my feet in. Okay, so barely feet here. Feet come in, hips come up. Hold it here. Okay, so open up into a fly. Hover those arms so your forearms or your upper arms are hovering over the mat, and then squeeze in. So you're gonna lower your hips as you lower your arms, and squeeze in. Lower your hips and lift, squeeze. That's it. Okay, so no load on your lower half, but you're still working your glutes, your hands. Lift, squeeze. 4, 3, last 2, really squeeze at the top. 1 more. Hold your arms up, lower your hips. Take your heels into the ground, toes to the ceiling. Without too much swing, I want you to come back to that sit, that V sit. Lift. Tuck your arms in, push out. In and out. That's it. Hold it. 6, 5. If this weight is too much, just the arms. 4. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Send these guys down. And come all the way up. All right, we're gonna go through that again, but with more intensity on the legs. All right, so I'm gonna use 2 weights on that split stance squat. And what you might find with 2 weights is it helps you balance more. All right, we're starting with that curtsy lunge first. I'm gonna rest my weights on my shoulders. Okay, so it gives my grip a break. Okay, cross back. Now, same thing with this one. You can let your back leg float up. So you're using it for a little bit of help, but really digging in to your glutes here. Feeling them a little bit higher up. We're gonna add 1 more move onto this. Just for fun. That's it. Okay, let your body take this slow, all right? We don't need to rush through it. We want to recruit the muscles that we want working. Almost. 1 more each side. All right, send your weights down, to your side. Okay, so balance here. Split stance. Okay, so drop and rise up. Okay, pulling your belly in. So as you lower down, you feel that nice tight line across your pelvic bones. As much weight in that front leg as you can. Okay, so lifting that back toe whenever you can. Have some confidence in the strength of that front leg. You've got it. 3, 2, nice work. 1 more time. Down and rise up. Other side. So again, let the dumbbells pull your arms down. Okay, we don't need to use your arms here, just enough to hold the dumbbells. Okay, lower. So we don't want the fatigue from our shoulders to ruin the move, right? You know your legs are strong. That's it. Nice, keep up the work. 6, 5, give me 4, almost. 3, last 2, 1 more time. Lower and rise up. Send them down. Okay, before we hit the ground, you can stick with that weight or grab a lighter set. This is called a good morning. So it's much funnier at the end of or first thing in the morning. So feet about shoulder width apart. It's just a hip hinge. So make sure those weights are fully gripped in your hands. You've got control. You're gonna guide down with your chest. Hinge at the hip. Bring your shoulders to hip height and then rise up. This is not a lower back move. This is all about your glutes. Lower and rise up. So your hips are stacked and rise up. Now keep going. You should feel this as you lower. So hips back. I've got a soft bend at my knees. My shoulders are about hip height, and then I'm contracting through my glutes to rise up, and I can feel this like that under butt area and hamstrings, which is a terrible but accurate description. Okay, lower. Stretch hamstrings, these hamstrings contract, rise up, one more. Lower, stretch, hamstrings, pause, contract, and rise up. Okay, let's take this to the ground. Lighter set of weights. So starting first, that V sit, heels up. I just want you to hold. Take a nice breath in and lower down. Send your feet flat. Bring your arms up straight, hips come up. Lower your hips, open up your arms, and then squeeze back in, rise up, squeeze through your glutes. Lower down, and then rise up, squeeze. So think top of your shoulders, top of your chest, squeeze through your glutes. Nice. Nice breath in as you lower down. Good breath out as you bring everything back up. A few more here. Last two. One more time. Come on up. Slowly drop your hips. Keep your arms where they are. Heels into the ground, toes to the ceiling. Use your abdominals to curl on up. And hold. Pull in. Okay, with or without your weights. Dumbbells right into your chest. 6, 5, 4, breath out. 3, 2, and 1. Send your weights down. We're gonna do that round one more time. Okay, we're gonna pick up the pace just a little bit. All right, from the top, take your rest when you need it. We're gonna carry on. Okay, we're picking up the tempo just a little bit. Cross back. But try not to do this without bounce, okay? So this is really easy to get away from. It's really easy to make it all about your quads just by strictly bouncing, okay? So think glutes. So that's why we typically go a little bit slower. Almost. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your arms hang. Split stance. Okay, belly in before you move. Lower and lift. There we go. Add a curl. Up, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, nice work. One more, and up. Other leg. Okay, we're about ready to finish off. Lower and rise up. Sink into that front leg. Nice. Feel that strength through your lower half. Add a curl for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, almost. Last one. And lower down. We're gonna do that good morning. That's a nice stretch for your hamstrings before we take everything down. Okay, so feet about shoulder width apart. Let your weights rest. Okay, just relax your upper body. Hip hinge. Stretch through your hamstrings. Contract, rise up. Okay, keep going. So shoulder width. Even without weight here, I can feel this because I'm doing the work here to contract my glutes to come up. Okay, if you are feeling this in your lower back, drop the weights and just join me without the weight. Hip hinge and rise up. If anything, you'll get a nice hamstring stretch. And then I can help you after the call if you're not feeling this where I'm cueing. 3, 2, one more time. Down, pause, and rise up. Come on down to the ground. Last time through. Okay, so feet into the ground. Lower and lift. lower. So we're right down to the mat. Open up for that fly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Hold your hips up. Drop your weights. Okay, hips are up. Squeeze your glutes. I want you to drop halfway and lift. For 8, 7, push through your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay with me. Hold at the top. Come all the way to the bottom. All the way to the top. Trying to squeeze your knees in together so you're not letting your knees flay out to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower. Rock yourself up. Send your weights to the side. Make a little bit of room. I just need 2 more minutes and then we're going to stretch it out. There we go. When you're ready, take it low, drop, drop. Okay, little stretch with some movement, right back to where we started. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay with me. Left foot forward, right foot back. You're gonna drop down, hop up, back knee down. Okay, let your gaze follow your knee. 4, 3, this should be getting uncomfortable. 2, and 1. Other side. Here we go. Drop down, pop up. Okay, gaze follows your back knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a nice breath in. Come all the way down. High plank and hold. Come over to one side. Drop your inside knee if you need. Over to the other side. Pause. Come into the front. Hold. Press your heels back. Come down to your forearms. And hold. Push your heels back. Alternate knee drops. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Tap both knees down. Press back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Slowly come on in. Slowly come on up.